Alright, so I know it's been a hot minute since the last Super Buffing Series video, but today we're back and we're going to continue with the Middle Path Super Monkey. Eventually we're going to end up at the Anti-Bloon, but for now, we'll just do a slow build into it. So just starting off with the plain 030 Robo, just to see how, how ridiculously strong it is when it's only 030 and super buffed. So just a reminder, I'll try to go over every buff that we have available. So basically Homeland, we have the Perm Brew that this modded village gives us. So this village basically gives the True Sun God buff, so we don't have to drop, you know, a giant True Sun God temple that takes away pops. On top of giving hero buffs like Azili and Oben. Now I know you can't get 2 heroes in one game unless it's co-op. So I know it's a little bit unfair, but Oben's buff actually isn't really that good if you look at the rest of the buffs, because it only gives Pierce and range. But the thing is, this thing is already getting crafted into Pierce buffs from like the True Sun God and the Homeland. So it likely doesn't matter too much. It's mostly the Azili Totem that we're looking at, which gives a whopping 15% attack speed. And of course, on top of that, we have the Energizer to reduce cooldowns. It's going to help too for Middle Path Super, because Tech Tier is of course an ability. So who doesn't want faster abilities? So yeah, basically how this is gonna go is that we're gonna run with this 030 Super Monkey until it looks like it's gonna start struggling, falling behind. At which point, we'll start upgrading, probably starting with a Cross Path, give Plasma Blast for, you know, more attack speed. And then after the 230 upgrade, we can see how long that survives, at which point we'll upgrade to Tech Tier, and then once Tech Tier falls behind, we'll go for the ultimate upgrade, the Anti-Bloon. Should be interesting to see how far the Anti-Bloon survives. Just for reference, the other Super Monkey Cross Path, the Legend of the Night, I think got to around 190, although that was on hard mode, and now we're playing on easy mode, just because stretching out the rounds is, I guess, more fun that way. But yeah, apologies for consistency. Now, I guess I should just mention ahead of time that the placement of the Super Monkey is somewhat calculated in that I actually put it on the very, very low end of the log. So not like the top side up here, but rather on the bottom. Just because if balloons are near the exit, I can switch one arm to close. Right now it's on first and strong. That's probably the best targeting, I would say, for the Super Monkeys also. 138's kinda looking a bit sketchy. Yeah, hang on here. Okay, not the end, but close. Yeah, first and strong is good up until balloons are exiting, in which case you probably want both arms as, you know, targeting the front as possible. So I think close in some cases would end up, you know, attacking the balloons near the exit versus if it was on strong and they were like still bats on screen, for example. So yeah, that's the rationale. Anyways, as for round 140, it looks like we're able to kill an F-Bad with just the darts, but that's not really a surprise since it shoots so fast. And it's getting buffed by so many things. Look at this, 8.5 million pops already. And we didn't even start at, you know, round 1. Yeah, like you see this round, for example, there's DDTs, but one of the arms is targeting the bad because it's on strong. So here we go again. Let's put this on close. Probably might as well do it early because it'll be targeting the wrong thing for the entire time. Still don't know if it's going to be enough to make a difference, but it looks like, well, it does. So there it is, guys. Exactly as I said. Now, I don't want to wait too much longer. I think I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade. So here we go. This is pretty much double damage. I'll just briefly show you Laser Blast just to show how it looks like, I guess, when it's a Hypersonic Laser Blast Robo Monkey. It's pretty much the exact same strength as 030, because if you didn't know, like, Laser Blast doesn't give attack speed, it just gives Pierce, but again, Pierce isn't really the problem here. So let's go ahead and pretty much double the damage with the Plasma Blasts. And now that should probably take us another 10 plus rounds. I mean, just take a look at the bats here. See how quickly they're falling compared to, well, just 2 rounds prior to that. And yeah, the next upgrade, we have the ability we can work with now on top of, it actually gives attack speed too, if you guys didn't know. A brief amount, I think it's like 20% or so. But of course, that will matter. In fact, attack speed buffs are definitely the best thing to have because they're multiplicative, rather than if, say, an upgrade gave more damage, then it would be additive, which does worse when you already have so many buffs here. They give a flat amount of damage, so the percentage is lower. That makes sense. Simple math, really, that's all there is to it. Now, as for 160, looks like we're still fine, so it looks like we can probably survive more than 10 rounds that I thought the double attack speed would allow us to survive for. So that's good. I feel like the only bad news about upgrading is that, well, the ability doesn't get stronger the more buffs you give to it, other than the cooldown reduction. I think it's just a flat 2,500. Not that it doesn't matter at all, but, you know, when the mobs start getting more and more HP, that 2500 may not even be enough to, like, beat an F-Moab, for example. I'm probably exaggerating, because I'm pretty sure that an F-Moab on round 170 doesn't have, like, 2.5k HP. But you know what I mean. Let's see, I might have to utilize putting the arm on close for when this pops to TTs. I might as well just do it early, actually. So quickly, close. Nice. But I'm pretty sure, guys, we're not beating this bad, so I'm just gonna go ahead and upgrade to Tech Tier now. Hopefully, I bought it early enough to be able to use the ability for a nuke, for example. Because I absolutely got a Tech Tier DTs, right? Yep. Just to be super safe. Hopefully, I don't die to insides. Come on. Nice. It's kind of crazy. You didn't even see the ceramic show up because it was shooting so fast and had so much pierce that I just wiped through everything at once. Pretty nutty. Now, again, we got Tech Tier, so I'm not really sure how much 20% attack speed will survive us for, but I would wager maybe around 175 or so. Not even counting the ability that I could probably use to squeeze out a few more rounds. But of course, we will see. Tech Terror Super Monkey now is officially getting close to 100 million and surpasses the 1 million mark, 100 million mark on round 169. Very nice. And again, this is why the ability is so nice. I can just use, oh my god, did no damage to the DTs actually. I don't know if you saw there, but they were like full HP fortified DTs. I think it took like, what, less than half their HP off. So again, that's what I'm saying when the ramping is pretty nutty. Now, I think the Anti-Bloon gives eventually 5k damage instead of 2.5. So that will definitely help once you upgrade it to it. But relative to, again, the amount of damage that the bolts are giving, plus crits too. These crits are the same damage amount as a tier 3, I'm pretty sure. Once you get to the tier 5, the crits do, I think, 50 damage. So that's pretty nice. This is definitely a round where I have to use the ability. You know what? I will just cause. Barely even notice the difference there, but I assure you, helped at least somewhat. Okay, 178 might be the death, because we have one pad still remaining. Still a lot of HP on it. I don't even know if we can pop the layer in time. Definitely gonna have to use the ability for DTs here, and then gotta hope I can beat the UMG. Problem is I don't have Homeland up. Bad timing on it. So that means we're dead. I think what would probably help, actually, is since I didn't use the ability until the very end there, why don't I just keep spamming it every time it's off cooldown? Because, again, the damage does add up over time. Even if only a little bit against the bad, it will do something. I think I managed to pull off 3 abilities here. Pretty sure I'll get the 4th one in time, so no worries there. Alright, let's see how much of a difference it makes. I didn't use the ability for DTs because I didn't need it. So that means I can freely save it for the inside, so Moabs. There we go. Again, they don't have enough HP yet that Tech Tier doesn't work on them. So that's good. But yeah, I think we're about near the Tech Tier's limit. So if this does end up being 180, I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade to the final one. By that point, I think it's already shown everything that it's needed to show to us, that it's, well, pretty good when you buff it. Again, friendly reminder that the Legend of the Night got only 10 rounds further on hard mode. Extrapolate that would probably be late 190s on easy mode. But yeah, that thing is like, what, 8 times cost? But again, because the Legend of the Knight's money cost is mostly because of the ability, it's not really the true power of a 200k tower. So don't be surprised if the Anti-Bloon, like, blows it out of the water if it gets past to 200 or so. In fact, very few towers in this game, super buff so far, have been, have gone past 200, whether easy or hard mode. Again, if you missed all those episodes, I have a playlist of every super buffing tower video that I did, including Heroes 2, so check that out if you haven't already. Okay, it is past 180 now, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and... Actually, let me just see how 181 is first. Can this actually beat it? I got a feeling it won't, because that last bad, yeah, it doesn't look very healthy to me. Or it looks very healthy to me. And I'm probably dead to the insides, right? Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and just show you the difference. Bam! Anti-Bloon time. So these beams actually have more damage than the Tech Towers, obviously. And of course, the crits do more damage. However, I don't think the attack speed's any faster. It kind of looks like it shoots faster, or rather more bolts. But that might just be because the projectile is bigger. Either way, that's a huge 90 difference. That bad, last bad pops halfway. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that also crits a little bit more often too. And not sure if you can really tell the difference because it's instead of every 15 to 20 shots of tier 3, it's 13 to 17. So it's like, what, a third to a quarter more shots, more crits. Not really super noticeable from the naked eye. But yeah, Let's just use the full map range ability for funsies. It's a pretty fun ability to use purely just to see the carnage of popping every balloon in its radius. Although I use it there, and I'm pretty sure that it didn't one-shot DTs, but I could be wrong about that. Like, watch this round, for example. Did you see I used the ability, and fortified DTs still seem to, you know, be alive after using the ability? So again, watch this. Use the ability. It's not just me, right? But we actually didn't see him to one-shot it when we used the ability to fast forward. I'm gonna show you guys again here. Actually, we'll wait for the other DTs to come in. These ones here, so ability. Okay, it seemed to work that time. So it might just be deception or something. But yeah, right now we just gotta save that ability for DTs. And it actually kind of feels like we're lacking bad damage now, so hang on. It is on first and strong, so we're getting the maximum bad damage, but even then, probably save again the ability for DT, is that right? Or now? Frick. Wow, that timing. Well, I'm still dead. Or am I? I have Homeland, like, literally in 3 seconds, so we can clutch up, right? Nice. But we did leak one ceramic that somehow got through the spike pile. That's not a surprise, though. I've played many late games to know that if a Bloon's actually fast enough, it will not eat up all spikes before it disappears, because I think the spikes, it takes multiple frames for them to, like, quote-unquote, use up here. So if Bloon's fast enough, can jump over it. Either way, it looks like we can be at 199, so here we go, F-Bat time. We're not going to waste any time here by using the 5k damage, since it does matter. 10k damage. And we can pop it, just a bit past halfway, but now, we only have one arm shooting this last one while I have fortified ZMGs to deal with. I am just going to go ahead and use another 5k. And it seems like we're just short. Okay, so I think what we gotta do here is probably, well, smart targeting. So leave it in first strong for now is fine. Ability. And I'm gonna do last and strong, right? Yeah, last and strong. That way we get some damage on this one a bit earlier. Perhaps that helps. Another ability. And in fact, last and strong will target the bad once this one pops. Actually, I'll do first. Just so we can kill the DTs that spawn. Okay, I need both arms. Actually, alternatively, I could just use save the Anti-Bloon ability for when it pops. So, who cares about the 5k right now? We can actually leave it on last strong the entire time. And then just wait for it to pop, come on. Although I have to put both arms on first for the fortified Zamga. Pop already, well yeah. Holy crap, it actually didn't do any damage. Yeah, I guess 5k damage isn't enough to one-shot fortified TTs. So I think we actually just have to put on first and strong for now. And then once that pops, just ignore the fortified ZMG. So you see that popped so quickly. Last and strong, so no arms on the ZMGs. We'll get damage on them, like, as it passes through. While we're targeting the bad, see if we're gonna beat this one. I'll probably switch briefly so that I can actually kill the ZMG. But not yet. I'll do it now, come on. Close and first, sure. I don't think I mistimed this, probably. Nope, I did not. But I don't have the ability for the DTs here, so I'm dead. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, you see, even though we changed targeting, it pops so late. I hate to say it, but it doesn't really look very good. We'll go to the last strong now. But I've tried a few times at this point without much success. But we just don't seem to have enough F-Bat damage. This time I'll try putting more of it on the F-Bat, so that means the ZMGs are going to be really annoying to pop. But here's to hoping. So quickly, close and at first. And then spam 5. Come on, come on, come on. Mistimed. Alright, one last try here, folks. But I don't think it's happening. Yeah, nah. If we sacrifice some of the damage, again, it just... we end up lacking bag damage or FZMG damage. So it seems like 200 is the roadblock. A shame because the Anti-Bloon seemed to do quite well the rounds before that. But F-Bad Barrier, man. Too strong. Either way, still really impressive, and we'll definitely pick up next time with other 2-5s that I haven't tried yet. So let me know which ones you want to see that I haven't done yet, and I'll see you guys next time.